Good morning, Kasturians, and welcome to this video of chapter 8 of history, that is reforms in Indian society. In this third video of this chapter, we will discuss about girl education, the laws against child marriage, and how the caste system, the unquestionable rigid caste system, was challenged by the social reformers both in eastern, western and southern India, and how Mahatma Gandhi he led his fight or struggle against untouchability. In the previous videos, we have seen various reform associations that were created, that were founded by the social reformers of then times, and we have already seen the various ill practices, the social ill practices in fact, which were prevailing in the Indian society during the 18th and 19th century. So let's start our video and discuss about the girl education. In the very beginning, girl education was discouraged due to certain rigid and ridiculous superstitious beliefs associated with the girl education. Like, it was believed that if a girl would be educated, she cannot find a husband for her. Also, the education of girl was somewhat seen to be associated with the age of her husband. That is, some of the orthodox Indians, they believed that if the girl would be educated, then her husband will die young. The social reformers, they were keen to provide education to the girls, as they believed that the education is the only tool that can provide a better life to the girls. And that's why the reformers like Mahatma Phule, Savitribai Phule and Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, they continued with their hard attempts for bringing up the reforms in the field of girl education. And in this, in 1848, Jyotiba Phule he opened a school for girls belonging to the lower caste. Also, Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar he opened up many schools for the girls, and Mr. Vidyasagar he was closely associated with Lord Drinkwater Bethune, who set up the first girls' school in Calcutta in 1849. Also in South India, it was Kandukuri Veer Salingam who worked for the education of girls, and that's why he was also known as the Vidyasagar of South India. In the very beginning of video 1, we have seen that early child marriage was one of the ill social practice that was prevailing in India. So to overcome this and to avoid this practice or custom, the social reformers they work hard and they protested against this. And after a lot of struggle, the Sarda Act or the Child Marriage Restraint Act was passed in 1929, that declared the age of girls and boys, the minimum age of girls and boys to get married. For girls, it was decided that unless a girl becomes 18 years of age, she cannot marry, and for the boys the minimum age limit was of 21 years. Also, we have seen that the ongoing caste system, in which especially the Hindus, they were divided into castes and then into subcastes, that system was also a social evil. And at the bottom of this caste system were the untouchables, who were not allowed even to take water from the wells from which the high caste people they were taking water. Also, these people they were not allowed to enter into the temples or shrines and to study the shastras, and these people were considered polluting. That's why the high caste people they were not expected, or they were not eating or drinking anything which was touched by an untouchable person. So the reforms in the to bring up the uh, position of the untouchables and the lower caste people, they started all over India, especially in Eastern India, Western India and South India. So in the East India, it was Raja Ram Mohan Roy who realized that the reforms should be preceded, and it should start with bringing the reforms in Hinduism itself. He believed that Hinduism should be freed from the control of the Brahmins, who always opposed the progress, and they were responsible for the oppression of the lower caste. And to break the shackles and the meaningless rituals of the religion, the people should be introduced to the original texts of Hinduism, and that's why he translated the Hindu scriptures into Bengali so that the common people, they can understand the meaning of these texts in their vernacular language. Also, after him, it was Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar and Swami Vivekananda who worked and brought the caste reforms. And according to Swami Vivekananda, the caste was actually a social system and it was not a religious institution. Vivekananda also criticized the practice of untouchability, and he said that the Hindu texts, Hindu religious texts, they do not advocate untouchability. In Western India, the reforms in the caste system were brought about by reformers like Gopal Hari Deshmukh, Jyotiba Phule, Ramakrishna Bhandarkar, and M.G. Ranade and Ramabai Ranade. They all spoke and wrote against the caste system, and Jyotiba, he propagated caste equality and he worked to uplift the status of untouchables. And he was always questioning the dominance of Brahmin priests. And he also opened many schools for people who were considered low in the caste hierarchy.